This is the CYCROWN electric bike. I got mine as a gift from my brother, and honestly, I don't think I've ever been this impressed with a bike. At first glance, you'll notice its bold, sturdy design. It's got this sleek black finish, a vintage motorcycle-style frame, and those 20-inch fat tires that really stand out. It's built to be functional, but also stylish, and immediately, I had a good feeling about it, even before hopping on. Let me give you a quick review of my overall experience with the bike. But don't worry, I'll break it down nice and simple along the way. I'm not a hardcore biker or anything, but I do enjoy outdoor activities and like to mix commuting with a bit of adventure. That's where this bike shines. It's perfect for both getting from point A to B and exploring rougher terrains. From my experience, it feels like it was designed for someone like me, someone who wants a versatile ride, something that can handle city streets and dirt trails with ease. The motor is the first thing that grabbed my attention. It's got a 750-watt brushless motor, and you can feel the power it delivers the moment you start pedaling with some assistance. It reaches a top speed of 20 miles per hour, which might not sound crazy fast, but trust me, riding it feels exhilarating. Whether you're on a smooth road or going uphill on gravel, this thing pulls through without hesitation. One of the features that stood out to me is the 60 newton-meters of torque. Now, if you're not familiar with torque, it basically describes the bike's ability to apply that power to the ground, giving you a smooth ride even across uneven or steep terrains. As someone who's had issues with weaker bikes struggling going uphill, I found this to be a huge plus. No more feeling like I'm about to topple over. Another key feature worth mentioning is the suspension system. The CYCROWN electric bike has hydraulic front damping combined with oil spring rear shock absorbers, which really helps smooth out the ride. It's a big deal for me, especially because I sometimes like to test out bikes on more challenging trails. Without a good suspension system, every bump in the road becomes a literal pain. With this bike, I didn't feel that fatigue that comes from vibrations or potholes as much. It absorbs the impact really well and adds to the overall comfort. Speaking of comfort, let's talk about the seating. The design includes a pretty wide cushion that feels firm yet supportive. For someone like me, who occasionally spends a good chunk of the day riding, having a comfortable seat is massive. I didn't experience any of the discomfort that I've felt with slimmer or harder bike seats in the past. The handlebars are also positioned well. They're easy to grip and feature reflective designs for that extra bit of safety in lower lighting conditions. Now, let's get into the battery, which for me was a bit of a concern at first. I wasn't sure how reliable it would be, especially since the idea of running out of charge during a ride was always at the back of my mind. It's powered by a 374.4 watt UL certified battery, and what really reassured me is the inclusion of Intelligent Battery Management, or BMS. Without diving into the technical details, it basically improves the battery's performance and safety. I also found it reassuring that the battery comes with IPX4 waterproofing. I haven't had to ride in heavy rain yet, but it's good to know water splashes won't mess it up. On a single charge, I got around 38 to 55 miles, which is plenty for most of my rides. Now, if you're someone who plans longer trips, you might need to recharge in between, but for casual commutes or moderate adventures, it works like a charm. One thing I'll admit is that when I first unboxed the bike, I was a little intimidated. It comes mostly pre-assembled, but I still had to make some adjustments, like pumping the tires and attaching a few small parts. If you're someone who's not super handy, don't worry. It comes with a detailed user manual, and the process didn't take me more than 30 minutes. Plus, it includes a toolkit and everything you'd need. It's not out of the box ready, but it's pretty close. The fat 20-inch tires were another highlight for me. They're puncture resistant, which gives me peace of mind when I ride over gravel or dirt trails, and the width adds extra stability. It might feel like overkill if you're only riding on city streets, but I'd argue it adds an extra layer of safety and balance even there. The tires grip the road really well, and I never felt like I was losing control, even on wet surfaces. Braking is a crucial point for any bike, and on this one, it's handled by front and rear disc brakes. These work beautifully and give you very strong stopping power. I've tested it on downhill slopes and wet pavements, and it never felt unreliable. Especially when you're riding at higher speeds, being able to stop quickly and safely is something you don't want to compromise on. One last thing I want to touch on is the overall look and feel of the bike. The vintage-inspired motorcycle frame gives it character while still being highly functional. It's made of aluminum, which keeps it durable but not overly heavy, though I should say it's still bulkier than regular bikes. At 76.7 pounds, it's not something I'd want to lug up and down stairs often. But if you've got a space to park it or store it securely, you'll be fine. Plus, with a max weight capacity of 330 pounds, it feels rock solid, perfect for someone using it for commuting and light cargo transport. From my experience, this bike is ideal for anyone looking for that sweet spot between functionality, adventure, and style. I'd recommend this for adults who ride in cities during the week but want to hit the trails on weekends. It's practical for daily use, but it's got that extra kick when you want something more exciting. In conclusion, the CYCROWN electric bike has quickly become my go-to ride. Its powerful motor, reliable build, and thoughtful design make it a ton of fun to ride and incredibly useful at the same time. It's not perfect, yes it's heavy, and yes you'll need to charge it regularly, but for everything you get in terms of versatility and performance, I think it's worth it. If you're in the market for an electric bike that can handle both city streets and off-road challenges, this is one to seriously consider. That's all I've got to say for today. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more quick reviews like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button and leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions about the CYCROWN electric bike or your own thoughts if you've tried it out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.